is recording, because if not, I'm gonna. My goodness. Anyways, so I missed the funny part is that I missed the Pokemon Direct, which is so unbelievable. I was actually doing video game content for my other channel, and not only that, but I also was watching Raising Hope, even though I didn't give a crap because it's repeats now. I saw all the episodes now. Anyways, so I was able to see them thanks to Pokemon on YouTube, Pokemon channel on YouTube. Pokemon channel. The Pokemon YouTube channel or YouTube page. Either way. So they already put it there and Oh, I see. What? It's 22 minutes. No, it's 6 minutes. Oh, the dude actually is talking. Well, I could actually watch it right now to just see everything, but someone already leaked it. Well, technically, the Pokemon channel, Pokemon YouTube channel, actually already leaked the whole surprise. I should talk about it. I should actually look at it and see what it is in full. But of course, you guys saw that quick video. I guess I'm going to do movie magic then. But anyways, kind of a little bit ill if you guys haven't noticed. Anyways, am I happy? Am I sad about this? The good news is that they made it so it's not like totally immediate. So it's not like, oh, the summer or spring 2016. Because as soon as they do that, I'm going to like, be right back after these messages. Alright, sorry for that little interruption. Yeah, a very special package came just now as I was recording. It always does. It's like every single time I decide to record, the mailman just shows up. Well, anyways, yes, the package unboxing will happen momentarily. But I'm going to talk about, I actually took the time to also look at the Pokemon Direct. The Pokemon Direct is not exactly different from what I saw, but I like the fact that they actually did the whole idea of, let's start it with the Game Boy idea. Then, yeah, I like that. I like the intro and stuff like that. The intro was cool. Now, Pokemon Sun and Moon. What is the horrible part about it? There's nothing horrible about it at all. The only messed up part is that for so many people, they were like, yeah, and this has been happening since what? I would say the 5th generation. Yeah, as soon as it's like Pokemon Black, Pokemon White, Pokemon Gray, and you guys got bam slapped in the face. I did too. And it was actually Pokemon Black 2, White 2. Then it was this generation where you had Pokemon Z was the good idea. And then you're like, oh crap, Delta Emerald 2. And it's like, hey dude, because they did the Delta Emerald event in the game, I dismissed that. As for Pokemon Z in the 3rd game, after what happened with Pokemon Gray, I basically said, yeah, we have no idea what the hell they're going to do. We have no idea at all. And that was a good idea. It's a good idea. And you had the dude over there, and the first #1 Pokemon reporter or whatever, I don't know, GCPM11, that guy. He was like, oh, Pokemon Rainbow could actually be the next idea. I'm like, if that's true, then the person who was talking to me, because I had a conversation with a guy 12 years ago, and he was basically throwing out wacky Pokemon ideas. He was right about Pokemon Black and Pokemon White. He also said Pokemon Brown. They didn't do that yet. Pokemon Rainbow as well. So if that would have became true, then it's like, oh frick, man. That means all you got left is Pokemon Brown. As soon as they do that, he guessed right. Yeah, he guessed right. Even though it wasn't right away, he technically guessed right. So with Pokemon Sun and Moon, well, it makes sense. Like I said in the quick video, it makes sense because you had this new legendary. This legendary is kind of sketchy on if it, and plus when it comes to, when it comes to actually having new video games, or when it comes to new legendaries, for the most part, new legendaries means that there's a new video game. I mean, look at freaking Victini. Victini showed up, and Victini basically said, "I'll see you next year," and then all of a sudden, bam! Pokemon Black, Pokemon White. Of course, I do have to say one thing is the fact of when it comes straight down to it, excuse me, since Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, they always had a dog-like, wolf-like, or fox-like Pokemon to actually show up. Our new mysterious Pokemon, which it turned out to be Lucario, then it turned out to be Zoroark. And of course, 6th generation, it stopped at 6th generation because they had Mewtwo. Yeah, they broke the mold on that. But anyways, we do have a brand new legendary. We're gonna get more into that in Sun and Moon. Gee whiz. And well, we'll just see. The good news is that, like I said, I'm glad it's in holiday season, which means that I have 9 months to come up with the cash. The good news is that chances are within that, because not to be greedy, not to say anything, but I get $100 like in March, and then chances are I'll get $100 in October. So I think I'm basically in the clear. Hopefully it stays $39.99. The idea that I thought, excuse me, that I thought I heard in the video, I mean in the trailer, is the fact that he said worldwide, putting all together. Which I guess he means connecting, meaning he's trying to connect everyone. And luckily for those who actually speak Chinese, you now actually have Chinese in the freaking game as well. I mean, that's good for them, right? They don't have to stoop to learn English or learn a different language to play Pokemon, so that's good for them. But of course, previously, what did they do previously? I have no idea. I guess they had their own version, and then, so whatever. But it's good, and I'm fine with what they did. I'm fine with it. I mean, just as long as they, like I said a few moments ago, just as long as they didn't say spring 2016 or summer 2016, we're fine. Well, actually, I would be fine either way. Just as long as they didn't say like March or April. April would be fine, but March would be the horrible part, because if they don't do at the end of March, well, actually, I think I'm fine. Yeah, I'm in the clear. Yeah, I think March I get $100, so I think I'm in the clear. But either way, I'm saying that if they did it like at any point where it's like, oh, it's coming out now, it's like, oh, frick. Last thing I need to talk about is the fact that you're able to actually get transferring Pokemon from Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. You're finally able to do that. Excuse me. Which I wonder, I really wonder for years what was the deal between the cutoff between Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal and to Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. Which, it basically makes you very sad. I mean, think about it. It makes you very sad. This is why it's sad. Is because Gold, Silver, and Crystal has this horrible, horrible time thingamabob, which means that instead of they're dying on your own terms, I mean, you're going to delete them at your own terms, instead the game deletes itself and then you can't play it anymore. Well, you can, but you have to continue having it on until, I don't know, I guess, until you trade it over to another game, but even so, it's kind of looped. So, I don't know. But still, it was kind of sad to actually have it to the point of where it's like, man, that's sad. So you're telling me I transferred all those Pokemon from Pokemon Yellow to Pokemon Crystal to get slaughtered. Which that's what happened to them. They got deleted. Which is just, it makes me very sad when I actually turned it on. I was like, oh man, that's just messed up. Yeah, they were just safe to be going in Pokemon Blue and Pokemon Red, because that's what I did to one Charmander in Pokemon Red. Yeah, it was in Pokemon Red, so I could start all over again. Which is really bullcrap, personally. But I'm glad that they actually allowed the digital version of it, that you could actually take those Pokemon and put them in excuse me, the Pokemon Bank, and then you're able to actually put them in Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon, which is very, very cool. So I say that's an awesome thing to hear. I'm glad, I'm happy, and well, I just can't wait. The only thing I do have to say that is a big hold up, this is messed up, is the fact that Zygarde has a few good forms that we haven't seen in game form. Given, yes, you had Diancie, who had a Mega Evolution that can only be seen in Ruby. You know, the remakes of Ruby and Sapphire, which is kind of sad. But on the other hand, you do have to admit, though, without a third installment and have Zygarde to Shining, that means that maybe they're just going to do the same thing that they did to Deoxys in Diamond and Pearl and every other game never made. The fact that, so we don't get to see the forms in the Kalos region, so that means the newest region most likely will have to have the forms. Either that, but I never seen Pokemon ever before actually say, oh, that form right there? No, you guys don't get to have that form. No, you don't get to transform into that form. That never happened before. Except for Venustoise, but that doesn't count. Anyways, that's about it. So, yeah. Good. Glad to hear about it. Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon, at least people actually said, oh, which, I guess for Magiana, which I was going to put this in Poke Thoughts, but hey, I'm tied here. Anyways, I was kind of considering just the fact of, I think it would most likely be in the second generation. I mean, the 7th generation. But on the other hand, it could fit in. But it's like this. It's like they never before actually had a Pokemon that they revealed, and it turns out that it was because if that Pokemon was already thought up, then that means the hacker dude who found out Diancie is real, Volcanion is real, and Hoopa is real would most likely have found the fact of, oh, holy frick, this is another Pokemon. So he wasn't even thought up yet. I mean, she wasn't even thought up yet. Meaning that, yeah, it does make sense that it's 7th generation. And considering Victini already showed up before, yeah, I would say chances are. So, yeah, there we go. Well, anyways, thank you for watching, and yeah, I'm going to try to get better.